Palms are sweating. Jose Garcia says cross. I don't know if some of you maybe have seen cross in there or not. We'll see. Ivan Cadix's pick is in. Of course, the Seahawks, they wait as long as they can in the commercial break. Get away from your commercial break. Get us back. Get us live. Megan says Jody's in the front row center in the war room. Good. Good. That's something. All right, here we go. Pick is in, number 5. Here we go. Pick is in, number 9. Come on, don't break my heart again this year, please. You've done it 3 years in a row. You killed me 3 years in a row. Don't do it to me this year. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Spike Lee this joint. Okay? Spike Lee this joint. Do the right thing. That's all you got to do. Bring her home. Just bring her into the garage. Come on, you can do it. Johnny's on the phone talking. I don't know if that's Johnny or a scout. Somebody's on the phone talking. All right. All right, then we got confirmation just about here. Just about. They are milking it, Chuck. Dear God. The cow's udder has no more milk left. You know what I mean? The nipples are raw. Let's go. Get the pick. Goodell is coming to the podium, folks. The pick is in. Woo! All right. Here we go. All right. With the 9th selection in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross, left tackle, Mississippi State. All right, we're going to have some divided opinion here, folks. You may be a little bit down on this pick, but this pick is not a failure. This pick is not in the LJ Collier place. This pick is not in where the Jordan Brooks pick was for what you were doing at that time, or even the Dwayne Eskridge pick last year. This is a different horse of another color. Charles Cross deserves to be up there mentioned in the top tackles in this draft. He deserves to be much higher above Trevor Penning or Bernard Raymond. And you may not like this pick. But here's the problem with this is that you've been driven a little bit to this pick by the fact that you needed to make this selection. You had to address the left tackle position one way or another. Dwayne Brown is older than dirt. Fisher, out there also in free agency, gets basically nobody excited. This was going to be driven to doing it here, and you could not wait into the second round. You can wait into the second round for a pass rusher. You could wait in the second round for a wide receiver or a linebacker, but you were not going to be able to wait into the second round to go get your left tackle of the future. Is this Walter Jones reborn new? No, you're not getting Walter Jones. But are you getting a really upper-level left tackle, and he should be pretty close to being that from day one? Yes. The questions about his run blocking are, to me, a little bit over talked about. I spoke about the fact that he plays in the spread system, the air raid system, right? So a lot of what he's doing is in just pass sets over and over and over again, not doing a lot of run block. But because he's not being asked to do it, does not mean he can't do it. It just means that it's not fundamentally an approach the offense is taking to attack. So before we throw him under the bus saying he absolutely can't run block, let's see him not do it. And really, if you're talking about left tackles, quite frankly, the first and foremost skill set I need from my left tackle is an ability to pass block. I need him to control that blindside edge and not lose it. And that is what this guy is going to give you from day one over there. An ability to pass protect over there and not get overwhelmed. He is technically further along than Ikem Akawanu. He is technically further even more along than Evan Neal, Alabama, who still has had even more starts at 46 starts there at Alabama. Yes, he's technically in a better position, which being better technically means he's going to be closer and quicker to arriving to starting and arriving at an upper-level starter much faster than a guy that might not have that in his bag necessarily. I understand if this doesn't blow you away as a pick. I understand if you wanted to see something more exciting. It's not going to win you any, no one's going to go, Seahawks won this draft because they took Charles Cross, but it will help you win football games. It makes the offensive line better. It gets you a young building block piece for that offensive line at the most important position of the offensive line, because not all offensive line positions are equal or weighted equally. The left tackle position is by far the most important position. Blindside rushers are guys that they call them blindside, being the quarterback can't see them coming. He can't adjust. He can't move around. He can't swing out of the way of those guys late because he's not normally going to be able to see them when they've broken free. So you need a guy on that side that can lock it down, who can keep that guy from putting your quarterback under duress. And that's what this guy's going to be able to do. Can Charles Cross move in a zone running scheme? Yeah, he is tremendously athletic. Tremendously athletic in space. So he absolutely should be able to do it. This is a little bit like the Evan Neal, where it is a little bit of a meat and potatoes type pick, but it is a move of necessity. You do need this sustenance. You do need this nourishment. Your offensive line has been one of the worst groups in the last few years by quite a wide margin. You've not spent money on the position, and you've not put very much draft capital in the position. That's got to start somewhere. I have been hammering over and over again that you got to get this offensive line right before you go get that quarterback. You cannot do it the other way around. Well, now they're starting to put the places in peace to then eventually go get that quarterback. Now you start to be able to say, okay, well, we've got our left tackle here, and Lewis will slide eventually to right guard, and we'll start to figure out maybe we'll get a right tackle in this draft or another center in this draft. And now you're starting to put that together. And once you put an offensive line together, now you're putting that quarterback in a position to succeed from day one. And if the defensive adjustments that they're talking about making can start to take hold, now we're moving the team back around into a place to be competitive once more. It all kind of goes together, right? Not one thing is going to win the day. Turning yourself magically defense is not going to win the day. Getting just a great franchise quarterback in itself is not going to win the day. There's a lot of work to be done here. Not one pick, not one move was going to do it. But if they couldn't trade back, if there just wasn't a move to be made with that, if they maybe saw Cross as highly as I think that they're probably going to tell us they saw him, to me, it's a move that makes a lot of sense.